Mike. I'm co-founder and chief visionary officer of Kyrrex, it's crypto fiat financial ecosystem, global company which we built since 2018 worldwide, and our main target is to bring as much as possible different financial options, services, and features to our customers.
Nice, nice. So, since 2017, you said?
We start our business in, let's say, 16, 17. We start to work on the project, and first company we opened as an entity in 2018. So that's why we are saying, let's say, we established our business in 2018.
So almost like OGs.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how has it been for you guys the last couple of 6 months? You know, with all the new developments, how did you guys pivot?
Well, the last 6 months it's very turbulent for the market, but it's to be honest, if you speak about the building of the ecosystem and platform, it's very good 6 months, because now we realize that, you know, institutional market, institutional financing are going in crypto business totally. I mean, it's very different from what we had in 2021, and it was like a hype. And some, of course, institutional companies and funds, they come in, but now it's totally different story. Now it's like there is a proper vision that even governments start to look into blockchain and have to give to support to blockchain and crypto technologies. So that's why last 6 months, maybe if we speak about the prices of the crypto, it's like turbulence. But if you speak about the growth of the adoption and growth of the community, it's all the time is bigger and bigger. So that's why I think this is amazing 6 months. And next 12, 24 months, we'll be even more excited for the industry.
Wow, okay. So I read about Kyrrex a bit, an exchange for traders, by traders?
Yes.
So what does it mean exactly?
But why buy traders? Because me and my partner Victor, we both like from traditional financial market. So our experience was close to traditional financial market. And when we start to explore the crypto industry, we realized that functionality at that time and all the platforms were very poor. To be honest, if you compare with the classic market. In classic market, you have like, I don't know, some functions like, I don't know, Rolls Royce. And in crypto, it was like 20 or 30 years old car, you know, without functions, without nothing. And that's why we understand that we want to build something what we want to use as well as a crypto platform for us. So that's why we are saying that it's built by traders and for traders.
Nice. I think it makes sense because, you know, especially when you're a trader, you go online and you want to trade crypto and you see features there like, wow,
yes,
what kind of features?
Yeah.
So let me see. So how would you say that you guys, if you can formulate it in 30 seconds, how would you guys contribute to mass adoption then?
Very good question, and our contribution mostly it's also because of our, let's say, strategy and nature. Our contribution mostly it's about work with the authorities and regulation, because we understand that important thing for the industry is to be close to the institutional, to banks, to funds, to governments, and only one way is to be regulated properly, and also to bring proper understanding to all this, let's say, classic financial companies, what is crypto and how it could be used, and to make for them understanding that it's not something very bad, because this is, if you remember, like since 2017, it was the biggest concern of most of the companies that crypto is something bad for the institutions, for the governments, it's dark market and stuff like that, and that's why, you know, our contribution is we work closely for regulation, and is our, let's say, main target is to be regulated, because in this way you can, build the bridges between classic companies, let's say, between users who don't know what is crypto and how they can easily to enter the digital market, how they can easily understand what is digital market, how it could be done. So that's why this is, let's say, our most contribution, that we are working on regulation, we are receiving licenses, we're bringing the services to the clients very easily, so it's easy access for them to open account, to use the separate, this very similar to all the banks' KYC process, and then using their card or bank account to buy first Bitcoin or first part of Bitcoin or Ethereum, stuff like that. So this is, like, we understand a big option for mass adoption and how it could be done. Because, you know, people mostly, they listen about crypto and then they think, how can I do it? And if you don't have an easy way to buy it, they leave it. And this is, like, we understand the most important part now for the industry is to make this easy access. Another point is for institutions. This is not about easy access, it's about understanding that they are secure, safe, they're not breaching any kind of legislation, and everything is legal. So this is another very important thing, because without that, you will not have a big inflows And also, when the fund or institution or bank are into crypto already, they will start to develop it as well. They will bring these services to their clients as well. So this is where we're working a lot. Most of the institution side, we are offering our services to the digital banks, to banks. With our, let's say, software and infrastructure, they can offer the services to their client base. And it's most easiest way for the client base to enter the crypto, because they open their banking, let's say, application, and then they see next day they can buy crypto.
Yeah,
so this is, they don't need to open separate account.
So it's frictionless for clients, because they come in through a portal. Right?
Exactly.
And so, I read about it's decentralized.
What do you mean?
I read about decentralized exchange.
We are centralized exchange, fully centralized exchange, but this is something where we're also working on, because to be honest, the centralized direction, it's like very interesting and it's very transparent. This is the most important thing. But another point that, especially for the governments, usually, if they don't understand something, they try to block it or to restrict something. So that's why this is another, I think it will be another step for the authorities worldwide to understand and to keep the centralized exchange live and working, because this is even more transparent if we speak about the job and the business infrastructure than centralized exchange. So that's why I think this is an important step, and I will also work with different let's say advisors and how to make it very proper for the authorities, and we're hoping that in the next few years it will be also very clean understanding from the authorities that the centralized exchanges and any kind of DeFi, let's say, is a proper direction of the business, and it will be live and developing.
Okay, nice. Earlier you mentioned the coming 12 months will be very exciting.
Yeah.
Can you tell some more about it?
Yes. So I think it's especially because, as I told you, and regulation. This is not only regulation, let's say, but also if you speak about institutions who are coming in. So after the Trump election, now we understand that it's like green light in US for the proper regulation of crypto and green light for the crypto projects. So this is also a green light for also the companies who were in the middle to make a decision, are we in or not. Yeah. So you understand? And now the next 12 months, all other companies also, they're looking what will be the next steps. So once we see a proper legislation from US and green light further what they are planning, I think there will be more and more big companies, big institutions, big banks coming into the crypto. So, and it will be totally different market, because still it's like still not all, let's say, I think around 500 million crypto users, but really active, I think around 100 million is active. But after these steps, it will be much bigger numbers, and especially because it will be much bigger institution inside this business. And that's why I think that next 12 to 24 months, it will be very different story for
very exciting, very exciting time. So, last question.
Yeah.
Why was it important for you to be here in Paris Blockchain Week?
Why it's important? I think because Paris at the moment is, let's say, I will not say the capital of crypto in Europe, but I think the most developed country at the moment in crypto in Europe at the moment. So if you speak about a large country, because also we are domestic, our domestic, let's say, country is Malta. We have a license in Malta, but Malta is a small country, and I hope that they will come back with a proper blockchain summit which they have in 2018, because it was one of the best conferences in Europe for crypto, and I hope that they will come back. But at the moment, I think Paris is #1 if you speak about community of crypto adoption people and about the crypto companies. So to compare with the other, let's say, exhibitions, it's the biggest one, I think.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Big pleasure.